guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is JJ and today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 hobbies that you can start doing instead of being on your phone doom scrolling. Now I know our phones can be addicting while we're on TikTok, on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, just scrolling and wasting our time, and instead we want to do something else and not have our faces in our phones all day. So I'm going to be sharing 10 hobbies with you. Now some of these hobbies I actually do myself and some of them I actually want to start doing. So let's get right into it and let me tell you what hobbies I got for you. Now the first one is coloring, and I've always loved coloring. Of course I have my little coloring book collection. So here's some of the books I have. These are not all of them, but it's just some of the ones that I have. And I have some by Coco Wayo and I have some other ones. So if it's something you want to do, definitely get into coloring. These are so cute. And what I like about these is that they're not the regular like mandala type of style coloring books that you see and will take hours to complete. These are really easy and simple. You can literally finish a page in a few minutes, which is what I love about these coloring books. Now, if you see any of these books that you like or are interested in, I do have them in my storefront. Definitely check out my storefront to see what other coloring books I have. Also, when it comes to what you want to use for coloring, you can obviously use whatever, but what I recently got into was the alcohol markers. This is one that I have and it's my favorite. These are the Artify markers. There are 80 markers in here and they are double-sided, so you will get the brush side and you will get the thicker side, which these are really cute. And look at these colors, they're so cute. These are kind of like the Ohuhu marker dupes. Of course you can use crayons, colored pencils, or the regular Crayola markers. And also with these markers, it comes with a little coloring sheet. Just don't mind mine because my son kind of colored over it a little bit, but definitely comes with this. And I like how it has a little carrying case, and I actually kind of customized it right there. But so cute. I love the coloring case. You can even like take this to the park with you, go to the beach if you live near one, go somewhere outdoors, so you could definitely take the opportunity. Go by yourself, go with some friends, or do whatever. Just have fun coloring. And this is such a cute case because you can carry it. The next one is going to be reading. And of course, I also have a little collection of books. Now, I know books can be expensive, so if you don't have the money to keep buying books all the time, another way that you can get free books is by going to your library, and that's a way to read free books by checking out books to read. You can also go to little free libraries around your area. They actually have an app where you can search your area and see if you have little libraries. And basically, if you don't know what these are, they are little houses that people be having in front of the yards, or even schools have them sometimes, schools or churches. And it's basically a little house and books are in there. You just leave one, you take one, and it's so much fun to see what kind of books they have. And you can always leave as many books as you want, and that is one of my favorite ways that I like finding new books. I actually have a favorite little library in my area. Also, another way that you can get libraries if you want to read them on your phone. I know this is like screen-free hobbies. If you don't have transportation to go to the library or find little free libraries, there's an app called Libby. It is kind of connected to your library card, so you do have to have a library card in order to check out books on there. But that's also another way to read books. Sometimes I know your library probably doesn't have the specific book you want to read, but on Libby they do, and I have been able to read some of the books that I've been wanting to read on there, which is amazing. Also, you can take this outdoors, go to the beach, go to the park, go even to your outside patio. Just be outside in nature while you do some of these activities, because being in nature and doing activities and hobbies like this, it's like it kind of makes it so much peaceful and fun in a way. So definitely do that. Okay, number 3 is going to be puzzles. Now I know a lot of people probably do not like making puzzles. You don't have to be buying the 5,000 10,000 puzzle piece. You can get one that has 100 pieces. I think they even have some for 50 count. So definitely puzzles. It's kind of like a brain thinker, relaxer also. That is a new hobby. I recently kind of got into it when we were like stuck in here when the snow happened. I do have one that I need to start and finish. This one was from Dollar Tree. That's where I've gotten all of my puzzles from, mostly. Just $1.25. And they also have different kind of puzzle pieces. This one is 500. And I have made some other ones, but puzzles are definitely a way to like calm down the night or have like a movie night and making puzzles with your friends or even your families. And then when you complete them and hang them on your wall, it just looks like you have a whole picture and it doesn't even look like a puzzle, which is so cool. Number 4 is going to be painting. Another thing that I love doing. Now with painting, I am not the best. I cannot draw. I am not good at it, so my paintings will be simple as can be. But definitely, if you're somebody who's really creative and loves painting, definitely give it a try. But keep in mind, you don't have to be creative, you don't have to be an artist to do painting, and you don't have to just paint on canvases like the blank canvases that they be having. You can paint on tote bags, shirts, mugs, glasses, pots for like your garden. There's so many things that you can paint on instead of just painting on a blank canvas. One of them that I've been wanting to do is painting like on a tote bag, going to the park, having like a little picnic and painting. So that is something really fun that I'm looking forward to do once the weather gets a little bit better. But definitely different ways to paint. And again, take it outdoors. You don't have to just do it inside. You can even take it outdoors. And also check Hobby Lobby or like your local craft store and see what items you can find in there to paint. They always have like blank things to paint, or even just like the little ceramic pieces that they be having. You can even paint those. So it's endless things that you can possibly paint. Number 5 is going to be diamond art. Now with diamond art, it is a little bit tedious because it's like little beads that you have to put onto the canvas, but the outcomes are really beautiful. I have actually done a couple of them and I love making these. This one is diamond art, so look how cute it is. It is so cute. I actually been wanting to also make another one, but they just be a little bit time consuming, but they are so beautiful. Hobby Lobby also sells some. I believe Michael's and the other craft stores also sell some. I've got mine from the diamond art website, but I've also gotten some from Hobby Lobby, so that is also another little hobby you can do, which is kind of painting in a way. So if you don't like dealing with paint or anything like that, you can try diamond art. It's kind of like the paint by number in a way also, but instead of paint, it's just little diamond things. So maybe if you don't want to be making a mess with paints and all that, you can try diamond art. Number 6 is going to be bracelets. This one is something that I have been wanting to do for the longest, but just haven't been able to find a kit that I like or just actually purchased it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually saw one at Marshall's the other day that I was like, this one would be perfect, but I didn't end up buying it. So maybe next time I'll find a better one. And with bracelets, you can even turn it into a business. Sell some to your friends, sell them on Etsy or anywhere online. And then not only bracelets, but you can get into jewelry, so like making earrings, charm bracelets, or anything like that. But that is definitely something that I've been wanting to do. And of course, you can also take this outdoors. Number 7 is going to be clay art. I have seen so many cute things that you can make with clay, and there's also different type of clays you can use, which is air dry clay or the clay that you put in the oven. Definitely do your research on that one. I was kind of doing a little bit of research on that one to see like which type of clay I wanted to do. I've not yet done that one. That's also another one I wanted to try, but maybe sometime in the future I'll get into it and we'll see what I created. I actually did buy a little kit from Ross, and then I ended up making like 2 things. This little thing, just like a little tray pot type of thing, and then this one, which is kind of broken. And obviously I do still gotta paint this. I never finished painting it. I just painted the little top right here pink, but not this. I definitely need to like finish this one. It kind of just gave me a little bit of a hands-on, see if I liked it type of experience. Maybe the clay wasn't the best, so that's why it was a little bit hard to work with. But definitely do your research, see what type of clay would be best for you, and try it out. And then also with the clay art, you could probably take like a little pottery class or do pottery. That's something that seems kind of fun that I would probably like to do in the future, but I just have not yet searched for a pottery class in my area, so maybe one day I'll do that. It seems so fun. Number 8 is gonna be baking. Also something else that you can turn into a business. Some of these you can even turn into a business. Baking, there's lots of ways you can do baking. You could bake cupcakes, bake cookies, cake pops, cakes, or just make them for fun or like holidays. There's so many ways to do the baking, and always you can even turn it into a business if they come out really good and people love them. And baking is one of my favorite hobbies that I love to do. Whenever it comes to like family parties or holiday parties, I always try to bake something, whether it be like cupcakes or like chocolate covered strawberries. I know that's not baking, but that's like on the treat side, but it's still kind of containing food. I definitely love making those type of stuff, and I love how they come out. Number 9 is going to be junk journaling. That is something that I recently saw on TikTok. It's just junk journaling and like scrapbooking. So the junk journaling actually reminds me of that one book. I can't remember what it was called, but when I find it, I'll put a picture. And I actually used to have this book, but junk journaling, that's what that book reminds me of. So basically it's what it is, junk, collecting junk and putting it into a book. Or you could do scrapbooking, like putting pictures into a scrapbook of memories that you've probably traveled to, instead of like printing pictures and sticking them into a photo album. And I've seen so many people be creative with this, and it's so cute. And I've actually tried this, I think when I was like in my teen years, and obviously when you're a teenager you don't really have money to buy a lot of supplies, so mine wasn't really that great, but it's obviously something you can try. Definitely so much fun. And number 10 is photography. Now I kind of grew up doing this one. I definitely want to get back into it. I know it's been winter and you've been inside all day, lots of weeks and stuff like that, but definitely once the flowers start blooming, I definitely want to get back out there, do photography and stuff, which I really love. And of course you don't have to have a big fancy camera. You can even use your phone to do photography, take pictures, use a digital camera, use a Polaroid camera, a film camera. I am blessed enough to have multiple cameras, so I have this one that I'm filming with, which is my Canon M200. Obviously you can use your phone, everybody has a phone, so I have my phone. I even have a Polaroid, I have a film camera, and I have a little digital camera that I got from the TikTok shop for like my daughter. I don't really use that one, but I am blessed to have all the other cameras, and that is definitely something I really want to get back with. I definitely want to take more pictures on my film camera. I have only developed one film so far, so I want to develop my second film. So yeah, go out there, go in nature, take pictures of where you live. They don't have to be perfect, but like I said, even with your phone you can take great pictures. I'll try to see if I have some on my phone that I can put for you guys that I've taken like as photography, and then also some pictures that I've either taken with my camera or like my other cameras. But that is definitely something you can try. You can even do this for fun. Go out with your friends, family, cousins, whoever. Go out there, have a little photo shoot, just have fun with it and make some memories, and that way you don't have to be stuck in your phone, stuck inside doom scrolling all day long. And that will conclude with all of the hobbies I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed these, and they're just cute little hobbies. And as always, you can do these by yourself. You don't have to have friends. You can always do these for yourself. They can be like self-love, self-care type of hobbies. But if you like this, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want me to share more hobbies with you, because there is definitely more hobbies out there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so and hit the bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. I don't have a set schedule of when I upload videos, but I do try to aim for Wednesday and Saturday. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.